Salam to our Muslim brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going to dive into a really fascinating idea. What if Muslim countries, kind of join forces to create their own powerful corporations, much like how Airbus took flight in Europe? Picture this. The 57 nations of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the OIC, working together to establish economic powerhouses. Could this be the launch pad to greater influence and prosperity for the Muslim world?
It's a captivating concept, isn't it? The potential impact of such collaboration, on the global stage, it's immense. Think about the sheer diversity of the Muslim world. From Indonesia's sprawling archipelago to the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, we have a wealth of resources. Morocco, for instance, is a leading producer of phosphates, a key ingredient in fertilizers, while Malaysia boasts vast reserves of tin, crucial for electronics. Beyond natural resources, we have a youthful population, brimming with talent. Bangladesh, for example, has made remarkable strides in its ready-made garment industry, showcasing its skilled workforce.
Yeah, you've painted a vibrant picture. And it makes you wonder, why haven't we seen more economic collaboration within the Muslim world already?
Well, it's true that economic ties between many Muslim-majority nations remain underdeveloped, and many rely heavily on imports. This consolidated strategic corporation idea could be a way to change that. We can draw inspiration from Airbus. European countries recognize that by pooling their resources and expertise. They could challenge the American dominance in the aerospace industry. And they succeeded. But as you pointed out earlier, this isn't just about building airplanes. It's about the power of collaboration to create global giants.
Okay, let's break down the potential benefits for the Muslim world if this model takes off. First up, economic diversification. So many Muslim-majority countries depend heavily on single income sources, like oil in the Gulf states, or tourism in some North African countries. This makes them vulnerable to global price fluctuations, or even political instability. But imagine a future where we branch out into diverse sectors, like tech, green energy, advanced manufacturing, the industries that are shaping the 21st century.
Exactly. It's about building resilience and creating a more stable economic future. And beyond diversification, think about the ambitious projects we could tackle by sharing resources and spreading the risk. Imagine Muslim countries collaborating on cutting-edge AI development, the potential in a region with a large youth population and rapidly growing internet penetration is enormous. Or consider space exploration. Instead of individual countries launching separate programs, imagine a unified Muslim effort to explore the cosmos.
Now, that would be a game changer. A Muslim world corporation making headlines.
Yeah.
It feels like space exploration. It would certainly challenge perceptions and redefine the Muslim world's role in the 21st century. And let's not forget about reducing reliance on imports for crucial things like technology and medicine. Right now, many Muslim countries depend on imports for essential goods. But by building self-sufficiency through these corporations, we could boost local industries and create jobs within our communities.
It's about empowerment, shifting from being primarily consumers to becoming creators and innovators. Imagine Muslim countries setting trends in the tech world, developing solutions that address the unique challenges faced by our communities. That's a vision worth striving for.
It certainly is. But now, let's get real for a second. This is a complex idea, and there are bound to be some serious hurdles to overcome. The OIC brings together a diverse group of nations, plus monarchies like Saudi Arabia, republics like Turkey, democracies like Indonesia. Can these sometimes conflicting political systems really align for a common economic goal?
That's a crucial question. Bringing together nations with diverse political systems and potentially conflicting interests is a significant challenge. Let's take the example of the ongoing conflict in Yemen. How do you foster economic collaboration? In a region grappling with such deep political divisions, it requires a commitment to dialogue, diplomacy, and a shared vision for the future. And we can't ignore the economic disparities within the Muslim world either. You have wealthy nations like the UAE, contrasted with countries facing economic hardship, like Somalia. How do we ensure that contributions to these corporations are fair and equitable, considering such vast differences in economic capacity?
That's a valid point. And then there's the question of governance. How do we set up a system everyone trusts? How do we ensure transparency, accountability, and prevent corruption? If these corporations are going to succeed, they need to be run efficiently and ethically, with mechanisms in place to address disputes fairly.
Absolutely. Transparency and accountability are non-negotiable. Perhaps we could look at models from other successful multinational collaborations for inspiration. The European Union, for instance, has a complex system of institutions designed to ensure checks and balances. We could learn from their successes, but also from their challenges as we develop our own governance framework. And then there's the issue of the industrial base. Some Muslim countries have well-developed industrial sectors, while others are still in the early stages. How do we make sure everyone benefits and no one gets left behind?
It sounds like striking a balance between leveraging existing strengths and building capacity in less developed nations is key.
But if we can overcome these challenges, just imagine the possibilities. Which industries would be prime candidates for this consolidated corporation model? Well, considering the existing expertise. In countries like Turkey, Pakistan, and Indonesia, aerospace and defense seems like a natural fit. These nations have already made strides in developing their own military and civilian aircraft. Imagine pooling their resources and knowledge to create a truly competitive force in the global aerospace market, producing everything from cutting-edge fighter jets to passenger planes.
Okay, aerospace and defense, that's one. What other sectors come to mind?
Well, given the abundant sunshine in many parts of the Muslim world, energy and green technologies are a no-brainer. The potential for solar energy is immense, and many Muslim-majority countries have existing oil and gas industries. Imagine using that wealth to invest in a future powered by renewable energy sources.
That's a powerful image, harnessing the sun's energy to power homes and businesses across the Muslim world. It's a step towards energy independence and a cleaner planet. What other industries hold promise?
Well, think about the pharmaceutical and healthcare sector. Many Muslim countries face unique health challenges, and there's a growing demand for affordable, high-quality medicines. Imagine collaborating on research and development to create innovative treatments and vaccines tailored to the needs of our populations. And beyond pharmaceuticals, we could invest in cutting-edge biotech and genetic research, leading the way in personalized medicine and healthcare solutions.
That's a vision of a healthier, more resilient Muslim world. We've covered aerospace and defense, energy and green tech, and pharmaceuticals. What about the tech world? Can we become players in the global technology scene?
Absolutely. We already have a vibrant tech startup ecosystem in many parts of the Muslim world. With our large and youthful population, there's a huge amount of untapped potential. Imagine a pan-Muslim corporation focused on developing cutting-edge AI, robotics, and data-driven technologies. We could create solutions that not only benefit the Muslim world, but have global applications. We could challenge the dominance of the US and China in the tech space.
This is really getting me excited. We've talked about aerospace, green tech, pharmaceuticals, even AI. But let's not forget about our strategic location. Many Muslim-majority countries are situated along vital shipping routes. Could we leverage this geographic advantage to create a powerful maritime and shipping industry?
It's a fascinating prospect. Imagine a consolidated shipping company with a modern fleet, efficient port infrastructure, and a global reach. It could reshape international trade and logistics, connecting Muslim countries to each other and to the rest of the world.
It's clear that the potential benefits of this idea are immense, but as we've discussed, the challenges are significant. So let's say for a moment that we can overcome these hurdles. What concrete steps would we need to take to make this vision a reality? What's the roadmap to success?
Well, the first step would be establishing a strong governing body. This could fall under the umbrella of the OIC, or perhaps the Islamic Development Bank. This body would need to set clear goals, define the legal and financial framework for these corporations, and ensure transparency and accountability. Throughout the process,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A clear structure with strong leadership is essential. But beyond setting up a governing body, what are the practicalities of getting these corporations off the ground?
thorough feasibility studies are crucial. We can't just jump into this blindly. We need to identify the most strategic sectors, analyze market demand, and ensure that these ventures are economically viable. For example, if we're talking about a consolidated pharmaceutical company, we need to understand the specific healthcare needs of the Muslim world, identify potential research areas, and analyze the global pharmaceutical market to ensure we can compete effectively.
So it's all about careful planning and a data-driven approach. But let's talk about funding. These are massive undertakings. Where's the money going to come from?
Figuring out the funding mechanism is key. We could explore a multi-pronged approach. Wealthier Muslim nations could contribute larger financial stakes, while others might offer in-kind contributions, such as land, natural resources, or access to strategic locations. For infrastructure projects, we could even explore setting up a pan-Muslim investment fund, specifically designed to support these corporations.
So it's about leveraging the diverse strengths and resources within the Muslim world. But it sounds like a mix of public and private investment would be essential.
Absolutely. public-private partnerships are crucial. We need to involve existing Muslim-owned multinational corporations that already have global reach and expertise. We need to tap into the dynamism of our startups and entrepreneurs who are pushing boundaries in fields like fintech and e-commerce. It's about combining the resources and stability of governments with the agility and innovation of the private sector.
This is starting to sound like a complex puzzle, but one that's definitely worth solving. If we circle back to the Airbus example, what are the key lessons the Muslim world can draw from their success?
One of the biggest takeaways is the power of complementary expertise. France excelled in aerodynamics, Germany in engine manufacturing, Britain in wing design. They brought their strengths together to create a world-class aircraft. Similarly, in the Muslim world, we have nations specializing in different fields. Imagine combining Malaysia's expertise in electronics with Pakistan's advancements in software development to create a tech powerhouse.
It's a powerful example of the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. What else can we learn from Airbus?
The other crucial takeaway is the importance of political will and shared governance. Airbus wouldn't have succeeded without strong leadership, a commitment to compromise, and a shared vision. Similarly, for this idea to work, Muslim nations need to demonstrate a genuine willingness to collaborate, to set aside differences, and to work together for the collective good.
So it's not just about economics, it's about building trust, fostering understanding, and recognizing that we're stronger together. But we're just scratching the surface of this fascinating topic. There's so much more to explore.
It really is a multifaceted idea with so much potential. But one element we haven't touched on yet is the critical role of technology transfer.
That's right. Given the varying levels of industrial development across the Muslim world, how can we ensure that less developed nations benefit fully from these collaborations and aren't left behind?
It all boils down to a structured approach to knowledge sharing and capacity building. Imagine a system where experts in fields like engineering, manufacturing, or software development from technologically advanced nations, like Turkey or Malaysia, for example, share their knowledge and provide hands-on training to their counterparts in countries with developing industries. This isn't about handouts. It's about empowerment, ensuring everyone has the tools and expertise to contribute meaningfully to these corporations.
So we're talking about more than just financial investments. We're talking about investing in human capital, building a skilled workforce across the Muslim world. That's a sustainable approach to development, creating a ripple effect of progress that benefits everyone.
Precisely. And it goes beyond simple training. Imagine research centers and universities across the Muslim world, collaborating on projects that tackle shared challenges. Take agriculture, for instance. We could have scientists in Morocco, known for their expertise in drought-resistant crops, working with researchers in Indonesia, a leader in rice production, to develop innovative solutions for food security in arid regions.
That's a fantastic example of how knowledge sharing can lead to tangible solutions.
Yeah.
It's about harnessing the collective intelligence of the Muslim world to solve problems and drive innovation.
Exactly. It's about fostering a culture of collaboration and knowledge exchange. That benefits everyone. But beyond the economic and technological aspects, we must consider the cultural dimension of these collaborations. Imagine a world where these corporations are not just economic engines, but platforms for cultural exchange and understanding.
I love that idea. We could have film festivals, showcasing movies from across the Muslim world, literary events, where authors from different countries share their stories, even collaborations between musicians, blending traditional and modern sounds. These corporations could become cultural bridges, strengthening our sense of unity and celebrating the rich tapestry of our heritage.
It's about showcasing the beauty and diversity of Muslim cultures while finding common ground and building connections. Think about the shared artistic traditions across the Muslim world: calligraphy, geometric patterns, storytelling through music and poetry. These could inspire new forms of creative expression, blending influences from Morocco to Malaysia, Senegal to Bangladesh.
You know, as we're discussing this, I can't help but think about the historical legacy of innovation and scholarship in the Muslim world. Think about the golden age of Islam, the groundbreaking contributions to mathematics, astronomy, medicine, architecture, discoveries that shaped the course of human history.
It's a powerful reminder that the Muslim world has a rich tradition of intellectual curiosity, scientific advancement, and cultural exchange. These corporations could be seen as a continuation of that legacy, a way to reclaim that spirit of discovery, innovation, and collaboration for the 21st century.
It's about connecting the past to the present, building on that foundation of knowledge, and
Wow.
pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's about reminding ourselves that we have the potential to be global leaders in innovation and progress.
Exactly. It's about inspiring future generations to embrace science, technology, and the arts as pathways to a brighter future. It's about instilling a sense of pride in our heritage and confidence in our ability to shape the world. But even with all this potential, we need to be realistic. What roadblocks could derail this vision?
Well, as we discussed earlier, political differences and economic disparities are major challenges. Getting 57 nations with diverse interests and priorities to work together harmoniously is no easy feat. And let's not forget about the risk of corruption and mismanagement. If these corporations aren't run transparently and ethically, they could do more harm than good.
You're absolutely right. Ensuring transparency, accountability, and good governance is paramount. We need to establish clear mechanisms for oversight, financial auditing, and conflict resolution. But there's another, often overlooked challenge: inertia. It's the tendency to cling to the status quo, even when change is desperately needed. This idea requires bold leadership, leaders with a vision for the future, who are willing to challenge old paradigms and embrace new ways of thinking.
So it's not just about overcoming external obstacles like political differences. It's about overcoming internal resistance to change. It's about cultivating a mindset of innovation and a willingness to embrace bold ideas.
Exactly. It's about having the courage to dream big and the determination to make those dreams a reality. We need leaders who can inspire and mobilize the Muslim world, who can articulate a compelling vision for the future and build consensus around a shared purpose.
You know, you've just reminded me of something incredibly relevant. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "The believer is like a plant that is continually being blown by the wind. The wind keeps it straight and strong."
That's a powerful analogy. It speaks to the importance of resilience, adaptability, and unwavering faith, even in the face of challenges. And just like a plant needs sunlight and water to thrive, our success depends on nurturing a culture of knowledge, innovation, and collaboration.
That's beautifully put. It's clear that this idea of Muslim nations forming their own corporations isn't just about economics or technology. It's about tapping into our collective potential.
It's about believing in ourselves, in our ability to achieve great things when we work together. It's about reclaiming our place on the world stage, not through dominance or aggression, but through cooperation, innovation, and a shared commitment to building a better future for all.
It's about writing a new chapter in the story of the Muslim world, a chapter defined by progress, prosperity, and a renewed sense of purpose.
This has been an incredibly inspiring conversation. The possibilities are truly endless if we have the courage to pursue them.
It truly feels like we've only just begun to explore the depths of this idea.
And we've barely scratched the surface. But unfortunately, our time is up for today.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the potential benefits to the formidable challenges.
Yeah.
But before we go, we want to leave you with a thought to ponder. What if this vision of a united and empowered Muslim world, driving innovation and progress through these incredible corporations, actually becomes a reality?
Imagine the ripple effect. How would it reshape the global landscape? How would it impact not just the economic and technological spheres, but also our cultural identity and our standing in the world?
It's a question that begs deeper reflection. What opportunities would emerge? What new challenges would we need to navigate? How would it impact the lives of everyday people across the Muslim world?
These aren't just hypothetical questions. They're invitations to engage, to explore, to be part of shaping this vision. We encourage you to research, discuss, and share your own perspectives.
Because the future isn't something that simply happens to us. It's something we actively create. And the choices we make today, the conversations we have, the actions we take, all of these contribute to shaping the world we want to see.
And with vision, determination, and a belief in our collective potential, we can build a future where the Muslim world isn't just a participant, but a leader, a force for positive change on a global scale.
A future where we harness our resources, our talents, and our shared faith to create a world that's more just, more equitable, and more prosperous for all.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, may peace be upon you, may peace be upon you.